What's going on YouTube? It's McLean with the Off-Road Rhino back at you this week for another video. Today it is a beautiful Saturday in Salt Lake City and I just got off work, so I'm getting ready to head over to our friend Rob's shop. Rob, if you remember from a previous video, is the owner of overlandgearguy.com, and we're going to be going over there today to open up our rooftop tent with him and take a look and see if we can't figure out some good ways to improve on where rooftop tents fall short with maybe some additional off-road overland type products. So I'm gonna get headed over to Rob's shop right now and I will see you all there. If you're new to the channel, please take a moment and subscribe, like the video if you like it, and leave us a comment below for what more you would like to see. Also, again, I'm gonna reference our Off-Road Rhino merch. It's brand new. We're super excited about it. If you like what we're doing here, it would be really meaningful to us if you stop by our shop and picked up some merch. With all that said, I'm gonna get headed over to Rob's and I will see you there. Hey Rob.
Hey, morning.
How you doing?
Good.
Thanks for having me here. This is where the magic happens, huh?
So as you can see, we got a lot of different stuff on the table. This is the same operation that I do the vest guy out of. So we got some photography vests going here. We got some safety reflective vests going here. This is all the to-do stuff right here.
Okay, Rob, well, now that we got the tent open, the first area that really speaks out to me as something that's just right up your alley in area of expertise is this shoe bag right here.
Right.
So this is the one that came with the tent, and we've been putting our shoes in it for a while, and it just is, what do you think of it, first impression?
Well, it's serving a purpose, maybe not the best, but to me it's just a little thin. I would make it a box, maybe 2 or 3 inches deep. That way it's just easier to get shoes in, stuff like that. Because you can put any hiking boots in there, it's gonna be too much, you know, especially if you got 2 people in there.
Yeah, I mean we're off-roading, right? We need hiking boots.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for real. That's what I noticed too. I mean, I put my Vans in there, and they just one shoe,
right?
You know, and we're sagging. So
exactly.
And then I got this little strip of Velcro.
Yeah, see, that's another thing. You got to have closure all the way to the outside edges. I mean, it's not really serving much purpose.
Yeah. Cool. Well, Rob can help us out with that one.
Absolutely, we'll get it made.
What other ideas you got just looking at it, Rob?
I think this is a perfect spot to hang a kitchen utensil pouch. My organizer there. I think that'd be good utilization of that space and the the buckles that are already there.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's set up right there for you, and we get camp set up right here, and it's time to start cooking. Like, that's a great place to have your tongs and your, I don't know what people cook with out there.
Everything that you
your
need.
spatulas,
Yep.
You know, yeah. Keep it all
Pancakes
organized.
in the morning. Utilize the buckles that are already here. Instead of drilling a bunch of holes and stuff like that, and put a cargo net just right through here. For your lighter stuff, your bread, your chips, your coats, pillows. It's going to free the space in your tent. It's going to free the space in your Jeep. And it's out of the way. You're not going to be running into it unless you're super tall. But you can draw it up and just keep it nice and close to the bottom of the tent there. Yeah, I like that.
So we're up in the tent. I think one of the biggest opportunities that I saw when we started camping in here was just the lack of storage for certain things. Like you got one, yeah, little pocket right there. There's a similar pocket over here on the other side.
Right.
But beyond that, there's a pocket up there, not one over here. So there's like 3 pockets in the whole tent, right?
Yeah.
And we're sleeping on top of the vehicle, so we want to keep our keys somewhere that we're not going to lose them and be able to store things. So I brought this idea up to Rob a little while ago, and he came up with, what do we call this one, Rob?
The rooftop tent pouch.
Rooftop tent pouch.
So this is a single, and I make a double and a triple. So
double. This will be 18 and then 27 wide. The length is the same.
Okay.
And of course, you know, if you don't want it down that low, just depending on, you know, what you're doing in here or how tall you are or whatever, we can always make them shorter.
My first thought with this was probably just right over the middle bar, right? And that just Velcros together. Well, that solves that. I mean, you can pick your bar, right?
Absolutely.
Now, the other thing that I'm thinking for up here, so what we typically like to do is we'll be laying down, right? And wanting to watch a movie or something.
Right.
And so we have our iPad. We'll take like a bungee and just draw the bungee from this ring over to the opposite one.
Okay.
So it just goes across, and we hang our iPad from that.
Sure.
And it's cool, except that it's like shaky.
Okay.
Right. It wobbles, and it's just, I mean, we just drape it over the bungee cord.
Gotcha.
Do you have any ideas about something like that while we're in here?
You know, I just we made up a kid organizer for the back of a seat. So when the kids are in there, they can watch the iPad and have their cup and different stuff. But basically the same principle. We'd have something like that hanging across up here with the clear vinyl, so you can, you know, watch your movie. Right off the middle with the pouch, and then you can stabilize into both those.
Just like with a Velcro loop or something.
Or maybe even like a little elastic cord or something like that, just to keep it in place. And then, if you're laying down, wanted the iPad tilted down a little bit towards you, just pull a little tighter on this one.
Right. Yeah. So you can change your angle with the length of the loops.
Yep.
Cool. Have any other ideas while you're sitting in the dome of inspiration?
Right. This is the first rooftop tent I've actually been in.
So we're pretty excited to be going into this space, right? I mean, overlanding is a fairly new thing, and Rob, obviously, as you're making new gear and moving into this overland space, rooftop tents are a big thing out here, right? So we were excited to get together and get some ideas on what kind of gear we could put together to enhance the experience of being in a rooftop tent. So with that, we wanted to put a contest together for you guys. So whoever can come up with the best piece of gear and send us that idea, we can bring it to life. Rob will pick the winner.
Yep.
And basically we'll send you a free prototype of that piece of gear, and we'll begin making it.
Yeah.
If you think you got a winning idea for a great piece of overland gear that would enhance the rooftop tent experience, email it to Rob at overlandgearguy.com. Just put rooftop tent idea in the subject line and he'll know what you're talking about, and we'll get this going. All right, Rob, well, thank you very much for having me here.
You.
It's cool to see where all the magic happens.
Right?
Again, guys, Rob here with Overland Gear Guy has been a great friend to us, and we're really excited about all the things that he's been making to help us enjoy the sport of overlanding a little bit more. If you have any great ideas for gear that you think should exist but it doesn't, Rob at overlandgearguy.com. Email it. If we like it enough, we'll send it to you for free. You'll be the winner of the contest. So send us your good ideas, you guys.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.